Buddhists seek wisdom, meaning, inner peace, and freedom from greed, hatred, and ignorance. The Buddhist way of life.
Tonight and next Sunday night, Bishop Koshin Ogui and Minister's Assistant of Cleveland Buddhist Temple, Mr. Craig Horton, will talk about their experience in Buddhism.
Craig, could you tell me the first time you stepped foot on the Cleveland Buddhist Temple grounds and when you first met Reverend Ogui?
About 20 years ago, a friend of mine took me over there and he said, hey, would you like to go to the Cleveland Buddhist Temple? And I said, why not? And when I walked in there, everything was unexplainable. You know, first time I ever seen anything, and this little guy came out, and I mean, he was a little guy. I would just look at him, you know, it was strange.
There are all kinds of strange, funny people start coming in and out and don't stay too long. But after he starts staying, then his existence is very much recognized. What made me stay is that I had to figure out why did chickens have 2 legs, horses have 4, and autumn leaves was falling more and more, and then he would just stop and walk away or whatever and repeat the same thing. And I said, well, he never gave an answer, so I came back to see this answer.
Could you sense some kind of, that he was having personal conflicts or anything when he first started to come? Or?
Well, first of all, black guy walking, staying in temple. The people in general, generally question about, you know, what kind of guy, what he's coming in, coming to steal something? Oh, he won't stay too long, you know. And he doesn't understand Buddhist philosophies, you know. Those kind of suspicious energy were there too, especially among my congregations, you know. And I had similar question too, but this guy stayed, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. And such a long years of 5, 6, 10 years changed my suspicions out to respect him, huh? So I could tell him anything I want to. But as for koan, if I could recall, there is no definite pattern, but I had some kind of consciousness. Give some kind of question. So you don't have to call it Zen koan. It's a Buddhist koan, or koan of wisdom. Okay? Give them a chance to analyze it intellectually, which is fine. You know, what does it mean to you? Then I ask most of the questions, especially people who are sitting in front. What does it mean to you? And encourage them, don't embarrass, don't be conscious to compare with others. You know, you're smarter or dumb or like that. A good answer or bad answer. No, that's your answer, truth, at that moment. So don't hesitate to answer it, respond it. So each one start responding, you know. Then list of people hear it and learn from them. Then after, let's see, about, I might say, more than 6 months, I think. Repeating same things again and again every time when they come. Until people get tired or cannot analyze anymore, cannot intellectually analyze anymore. Okay? Then I ask them, speak now, speak from your daily experience. Speak from your daily experience. So people shared all kind of experience. When I was arguing with my friend, or when I was arguing with my senior, leaders and so on. And he himself, now, after 20 years, sorry to say you, I must say to you, he had more suspicious eyes, which are very much experienced on the street, what he experienced, and becoming more calm and peaceful. Now you could see his eyes, very compassionate eyes after 20 years. That's a beautiful benefit of what you learned, I think.
The eyes basically sometimes show your beliefs when you come in. The eyes. And from the streets of where I came from and the people that I was around, they were very limited in their viewpoints and everything else. My family and grandparents even had World War II papers were still left around about the Indians and Custer's Last Stand, and about other people that were different from me, And as a kid, we would sit around and listen to these stories, So we had certain beliefs that would keep us away. And I was always liked people. I don't know why I like people. It's almost like when you see a person, it's amazing that that person is there, So I always was curious about them, but we did not mix back in the 50s or whatever.
So Buddhism has sort of helped you understand people better?
Understand life better.
Understand life better.
Yes.
What about meditation? What was that like initially? Because you'd never meditated before.
Painful.
Uh-huh.
I sat like this, shoulders, knees up, sweat running down. I remember two pillows trying to push my knees down. We would do sesshin. She would come over there and try to straighten me up, push my leg down, straighten me up. As soon as you walk away, back over. But others said, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Took yoga, Tai Chi, stretching, and listening. Because in the inner city where I came out, all these was, I never heard of it. Yoga, Tai Chi, and on down the line. So a lot of things when I started to come out, or things started to fall, the prejudices, biases, discrimination, I started hearing about these yoga and these different things and listening, and the rest of the Sangha. And that is one important thing, that the Sangha became one. They showed me what to do, how to do it, and they were trained by Reverend Koshin Oguri. So they started teaching me and taking interest in me. And he always told me that my life is not just my life, it's the life of others, And so I can see who I am now in others all around me. And one day, just walking around chanting Mu, I heard only one instead of all the other voices.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I only heard one. In the meditative state, there was only one Mu, no self, just Buddha. And that's one of the koans would open up. Through this walking meditation, through this chanting meditation, would always say, don't be too serious. Do not lose your sense of humor, and do not lose your sincerity. So you may laugh at yourself sometimes on the mistakes. So, hey, this mood, this chanting, this walking, and this zazen sitting, as you practice, starting out at 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and day in, day out, the knees came down, the shoulders relaxed, the sweat and heat disappeared. We sat in the cold, because the furnace wasn't that good. We sat in the heat, no air, no fans, nothing. When it's hot outside, it's hot. So sit in the hot and enjoy yourself.
So more than learning about Buddhism through reading books, Reverend Oguri encouraged people to sort of experience Buddhism.
He said, yes, the experience, he said, books were okay, but the experience, it's like taking the breath, the experience. Books was okay, but the experience, And the intellectual mind to me has too much knowledge and not enough experience. So how do we harmonize these two? We must bring more experience to all of this knowledge and belief that we have. I use it at the temple and ask before they sit, how many of you can sit 10 minutes, 12 minutes? They all throw their hands up. And then we sit and walk and everything else. I hit the clappers and everything. And I said, if you grade your own paper, would you get an A on your efforts of sitting? They're rocking back and forth. They're wobbling when they walk. They can't sit. So I said, now you understand the Dharma. Belief and experience. Belief and experience. So they believed it. If you was to come to them, they would say, yes, I could do that. So I had a class today, and I had the gong. I did the ring down and ring up and ring down. And I said, who can do this? And the guy, here. And then he tried it, and he couldn't do it. So now we have something here, belief and experience. You did nothing wrong. That's your treasure right there. You know, always that start. You know, beyond the right and wrong, good and bad, it's your experience.
Yeah, I think so. I still say that experience is gifted gift. So most of the time we commonly say, why me? This is not gifted gift. Not my life. Was not my day yesterday. You know, I hope today could be my day. But to me, whether today is your day or not, day as it is, and give us all kind of experience, like talking, meeting with you, okay? If you're dead, if I were dead, I'm not able to talk like this, huh?
Yeah.
So here, meeting with you, okay? And all kind of experiences, you know. The most of the time we judge it from, again, good or bad and right or wrong, beneficial, unbeneficial, and why they and not why they, and so on. But experience itself is really impacted like that. I used to call it impacted light. Okay? Gifted gift. What you learn from it, from gifted gift, what you get. If you don't learn anything, God, you're wasting time, you know.
This program was brought to you by Bukyo Dendo Kyokai, Society for the Promotion of Buddhism. The founder of Bukyo Dendo Kyokai, late Dr. Reverend Yehan Nomata, believed that the Buddhist teaching could assist in bringing about lasting peace and happiness for all of humanity. Society for the Promotion of Buddhism is dedicated to continue Dr. Numata's dreams of sharing Buddhism with others by distributing the Teaching of Buddha books, which are translated to 42 different languages and donated to hotels worldwide. For further information, visit www.bdkamerica.org or call 626-369-5035.